Hello Libra, welcome to Essence Reflections Tarot. My name is Krista. This is your reading for the week of June 10th to 16th, 2019. I really am glad you're here. Thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can find out when your next reading comes out. Should be next Monday. And this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. And it just takes a second for the cards to come into focus here, not too long, but just bear with it. So physically, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and emotionally, the Ten of Wands. Mentally, the Five of Pentacles, and spiritually, the Four of Swords. So it looks like you are contemplating and evaluating things physically. You are in a place of needing to take stock of what's happening for you. It's possibly a time of taking the time to do a list and to really evaluate what your priorities are, what things you still need to kind of weed out for yourself, and what things you really want to nurture and put time and effort into. What things in the garden of your life are you wanting to water and fertilize, and what things are no longer serving you and need to come out. It also looks like in terms of your thinking, there's kind of a scarcity mentality going on, which is in contrast to the abundance that is actually available to you. And perhaps you're more used to being in a place of lack, and that's just become a habit of your thinking. And it looks like that type of thinking has really caused things to maybe dry up a bit for you spiritually. And that spiritually things have kind of gone into a bit of a coma. This can also be a place of contemplation, but it really feels like it's moved kind of beyond the contemplation and almost into a place of stagnation. If this continues, then this will continue to dry up and be cut off. So changing your thinking to really see these two figures are out in the cold right now, but it looks like they are able to connect and perhaps go to this window that is showing great warmth and light, and there's maybe a hot meal for them inside that they aren't aware of at the moment, and they need to just look up and really connect with what's happening here, because here it shows that there is really around you a sense of abundance, and maybe you are not in a place to harvest it quite yet, but it's there for you. And it looks like you're emotionally, you're feeling very burdened, and it's possibly this sense of burden that's keeping your thinking stuck in this scarcity and kind of crisis mode. And is there a way for you to let go of that burden? Is there a way for you to lay down all of these different things that you're trying to juggle and trying to carry? It looks like it's just too much for you right now, and it's too unwieldy what's happening. There are different ways that this figure could be carrying these burdens, but the way that they're carrying them right now, it really looks like it's too much and it's overwhelming, and I can just imagine everything trying to fall apart and go away, and it's time to let go, and it's time to surrender. And as you do that, there's a sense that what's happening for you mentally and spiritually will be able to ease off as well. Because it does look like what's happening mentally is kind of choking off and has a throttling effect on your spirituality, and that can be from being overburdened as well. And as you're burdened, you're disconnected from your passions, you're disconnected from your fire and your what invigorates you. And it can be healthy to go into times of contemplation and to see where our thoughts are at and how they're affecting us spiritually. But it looks like it's time to start opening this up for yourself and allowing yourself to connect to and to see everything that is actually surrounding you. And maybe do make a list, and maybe make a list of all these things that are burdening you, and come to some sort of strategy for letting them go, because there may be a sense of, if you let this go, then no one else is going to pick it up. But that's not necessarily true. Sometimes what we're carrying isn't even ours, and our concerns and worries that belong to other people, and that as we let go of their concerns and worries, then they are able to, it frees them up and allows them to deal with their own things. And it does show that we have confidence in their ability to do so. And we can't fix things for other people necessarily. We need to be concentrating on our own internal world and what's happening for us, and what is healthy for us, and allow other people to do the same for themselves. I hope this has resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. If you'd like your own personalized reading to kind of go in a bit more depth and a bit more, well, not a bit more, to be specific to you, I can go ahead and get started on that for you. There's a link to my website in the description box below. And I hope that you have a week that brings you some rest and some clarity. Bye-bye.